Good morning. Welcome to another move session. Oh, I thought my iPad was dead. I just had a little panic attack there. All right, I just finished my treadmill workout, climbing, an hour climbing on the treadmill, working towards my race in, less than 5 weeks. Say hi as you're jumping on and joining me. Good morning. It is absolutely miserable here today. It was raining like sheets. Well, it still might be. The wind was absolutely howling. I did not run outside this morning. I bailed last night because I saw the weather coming. I don't usually bail because of weather, but number one, I'm over it. We've had such beautiful weather over the course of the Easter weekend, and then to have to deal with, I think there's flurries in the forecast for tomorrow. Anyway, another note is that my hip is on the mend, and I do not want to go run in mud and slip and tear it again. So it served me better, I thought, this morning to hit the treadmill and do some climbing. So funny, when I looked at my stats for my treadmill workout last week, my first one, I had climbed 2,000 feet in 2 miles, and it took me about an hour. And then when I was looking up some of the stats of the race, I realized that the final climb at the very end of the race, in the last, 10, 15 miles, we go up to 9,000 feet elevation, and we climb 2,000 feet in 2 miles. I thought that was funny. So obviously it's going to be a little harder because it's a little bit rugged and technical, I've read, which obviously the treadmill is not, but hey, I thought that was kind of uncanny that they matched in terms of stats. And so that's what I did again today. I jumped on the treadmill and I aimed to get 2,000 feet of climbing in 2 miles. And I think my next treadmill workout, I'm going to start to work up to 2 hours with, varying elevation, I think. And I wore my pack today, so my next goal is to wear my actual race shirt that I bought. It's a new shirt, have not worn it yet. It's a sun shirt for the desert, and it is not sun shirt weather here at all yet, and so I have not worn it. My intent was to wear it in Florida, but it was so humid. I hate stuff on my skin when I'm hot. I need to feel the air. I need to feel any kind of breeze or airflow that there might be. And so I tend, especially if I'm at home in my basement, I was in my bra top. So I climbed with my pack this morning with close to, close to 5 liters of water, I think I had. 1, 2, 3, 4, between 4 and 5, I guess, liters of water. But I was in a bra top. So my next goal is to wear the sun shirt just so I can get used to it on my skin and also get used to it between my skin and my pack. All these little nuances are super important. Wearing socks before your race, washing socks and wearing them before your race, wearing the shorts that you want to wear or the shirt you want to wear. I also have bought a desert hat. So I need to try that. Today I was sweating buckets on the treadmill. I really wanted to turn the fan on the treadmill, and I did for a moment, and I thought, no, in the bulk of my race, I'm probably not, well, that's not true, actually. I've read that it's really windy, so I take that back. Maybe I should have the fan on. When I'm climbing Mount Eldon at the end, side note, I'm going to add a hop here, and if you are new, you can omit the hop and keep it at low impact. If you're ready, you can add a hop with me. Mount Eldon, I've read is, first of all, there could be a 40-degree temperature variation from when you start the climb to when you peak. And secondly, it can be extremely windy. at the top of Mount Eldon, especially if you happen to hit it at night, which it's highly possible that I might, depending on, I don't know, I'd love to hit it in the late afternoon would be probably my best case scenario. But anyway, we'll see. I hate having time goals. It's good to have goals, but I don't like to be married to those goals because you just don't know what's going to happen in an event this long. And so I like to have the kind of mental flexibility to not be hung up on time goals and just to work my way to the finish. I have some time aspirations or hopes. I'd love to be done Friday night. That would be my dream scenario if I could finish and not go through that final 5th night. You know, obviously my goal is to finish. We have to be done by Saturday morning at 10. So, you know, ideally, I think probably my best guess would be I would finish sometime in the middle of the night or the wee hours of Saturday morning. So anyway, welcome to a move session. Today we're doing upper body. We're going to do 3 rounds of warm-up, so we're on our 2nd round. And I want to remind you to modify anything you need to as we go through. Also to take breaks as you need to at any point. Remember, this is your journey, your path to your goal. And so there's no need to compare yourself, not to me, and not to anybody you know, and not even to yourself when you were perhaps, you know, stronger, fitter, faster, thinner, whatever it is that you feel obliged or inclined to compare yourself to. We're not going to do that. We're going to keep our eyes forward. And remember, you're always developing and creating a new version of you. You're not, you know, I always hear, I want my old body back. I'd love to have my old body back. No, we're never looking for our old body. We're always creating a new body, right? Because we can always be better. And one of the things I talked about on yesterday's session that's really a powerful message that I'm trying to send to myself, and I want to share it with you, is that as we age, we become stronger, we become better, we become more capable, because we acquire life experience. We go through hardships, we go through adversity, we overcome things, we learn things, we see things, right? We grow, hopefully, right? So we're never trying to go back to an old version of ourselves because, and I used to think that, right? Like I used to want to be the younger version of me, but you know, she was amazing, right? Like she accomplished some great things. But I think me going forward can do even better because of like what I've learned, what I'm learning, and how I'm growing, right? And she did not know the things that I know now, right? She had to learn those things. She had to go through things that I might handle differently than she did, right? And that goes for you too. So I want to encourage you to eyes forward, always be looking at who you're becoming, not who you were in the past, okay? And everything you're doing in here with me is for yourself, not to yourself, right? Like you're developing yourself into a stronger you because you love you, not because you hate your body or you know, you hate the way your clothes fit, or you hate the reflection in the mirror, you hate the number on the scale. You're doing this for you as a gift, right? You know how sometimes we do things, you know how often we do things that we don't want to do for people we love, like we don't like to leave the house at 8 o'clock to take, you know, people to their practices, and we especially don't like to go pick them up at 10 o'clock because that's when we like to be sleeping, but we do it because we love them, right? And you know, we don't necessarily complain about it other than when we're on video talking to other people. We accept it, right? We accept that it's a good thing to do nice things for other people sometimes when we don't want to because we love them, right? Well, it goes for you too. So sometimes you got to move yourself into doing things that you don't want to do because you know that it's a good thing for you, right? Sometimes I like to think of my mind and my body as two separate entities, which kind of, you know, they are. They really are. Because then I think about them as two people, two separate people. I sound like a crazy person, don't I? But how they treat each other, right? So, hey ladies, who's joining me today? Say hi to me, let me know you're here. Just grabbing a little swig of I got revitalizing here today. Because I sweat buckets on that treadmill this morning. So if you are, whoops, that's not what we wanted to do. All right. What is happening here? There we go. Okay, we're starting with our good old rows. Why? Because I love them, okay? So we're starting with those. We're building our upper body and core, our upper body strength. Okay, we're gonna do 10 on each side. So pulling up to your hip, 2, 3, 4, 5, butt is cocked, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Butt is cocked so that you don't have a rounded back, okay? Ladies, what we want to do here, talking about this in my class last night, I have a new client that started last night. She said, I'm doing all the same things, I'm putting on weight, I don't understand. She's in her 50s. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, these are heavy today, 1. Whew, I am feeling those today. I said, here's the thing, we lose muscle, right? So there's two ways to sort of mitigate that. One is, we're gonna do bent forward, or you know what we're gonna do? Okay, we're gonna do these guys next. 10 of them. So this is working your back and the back of your shoulders. All right, so we're bent over, butt is cocked. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, we're gonna stop at 8. With 8 of those, okay? And next up, we're gonna do bicep curls. So back, biceps for our first set. The reality is we lose muscle. 1% a year is the stat. Okay, we're gonna do hammer curls, 8 per side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Really squeeze that bicep. 2 and 1. There's 1% a year. Okay, here's the reality. Let's say you don't change anything, you're losing that 1% a year. Like the best way to mitigate that loss is through consumption of quality protein. The body doesn't synthesize protein quite as well as we age, meaning it's not as good at turning that protein into muscle. So we need to increase it. and we need to make sure it's from quality sources, right? Like my boys, their bodies will turn anything into lean body tissue right now because they're young, right? But as we age, that process does not happen quite as well. And so as we're losing that muscle, the composition of our body, right? Like let's say we have this much muscle and this much fat, and as we age, they shift, right? Because this decreases, this increases. It doesn't so much that it increases, but the ratio changes, right? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And so if this is your lean body tissue and this is your fat, or non-lean body tissue, your lean body tissue burns more calories. It has a faster metabolism than this. So this decreases, you're burning less calories. There you go. That's why. So that's why our metabolism shifts. So what we need to do, the secret, the key, is building muscle. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I always say to you guys, always, diet comes first. Diet comes first. Whatever your goals are, nail your diet first, right? Because you can't be effective at anything you do if you don't nail your diet, right? And that's where I can come in and help you, because I have a kind of a system now that I follow that my sister said to me yesterday, I know this sounds dramatic, but this is life-changing. It is indeed. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Indeed, it's life-changing. The system that I've learned, that I teach now, is called the drop program. I just call it the drop program. It's got different phases and different paths that it follows depending on your goals. It starts with a 5-day drop, and then it goes into Ignite or Lean 30 as a maintenance or a continuation. All right, so 8 each side. That's your first step always. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, that's round 2. We're doing 3 rounds. Nail your diet first. Once you've done that, right, so the idea is that you want to optimize your protein intake, right? So once you've built your diet around protein, where now you're going to lose weight, but you're going to lose, like you want to maximize fat loss and minimize lean body loss, right? So once you've you're intaking your protein, you've built your diet around protein, you're giving your body the tools, then you move into the strength training where you want to build muscle on your body. And that comes down to, you got to lift, you got to get to the point where you can kind of lift heavy, right? Because you want to build the muscle. You want to grow those muscles. And it is not easy. It is not easy for us when we're older, right? So we really need to challenge ourselves with the weights, but you have to get the form down first, right? Like you have to get good form, and then you have to keep working on that diet aspect. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that you're constantly giving your body the tools to build that muscle, right? So you ask your body to build muscle, you don't give it protein to work with, it's not good. Your body doesn't have the right, equipment. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm preaching to the choir here because you guys are with me, but the reality is the more muscle that you can put onto your body, the easier it is to maintain your weight loss results, because like muscle will metabolize faster, right? So last night I was snacky before bed, and I know why. It's because I was up later than I usually am. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I forced myself to just grab a hunk of chicken out of the fridge. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Make sure you're not swinging at the bottom. 1, because we don't want to use momentum. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. And there we go. Okay, that's the first. Now we're going to go into chest now. Now I want you to remember that you don't need to use a bench. If you don't have one, you can use the floor. I should have said that before. You can use a step for the rows. You can use a step. You can use a cooler. You can use your couch or coffee table. We're going to throw in 10 push-ups before we go into the upper body or the chest set. Okay, so we're going to throw in 10 push-ups. I've done 40 already this morning. It's upper body day. So 10. You can do these from your knees or against the wall. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Right, move this out of the way, and I'm going to grab my heavier weights because we're going to do chest and triceps for our next set. Keeping a nice balance of upper body strength. So we worked back and biceps, now we're going to go to chest, triceps. All right. Ready? So we're going to do 10 of these. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1, and then we're going to add on inclines. Sorry, not inclines. Flies is what I'm trying to say. Chest flies. So soft elbows and nice wide. If you're on the floor, you can only really go down to the floor. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure your feet are flat. 8. Let's 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. You want your feet flat on the floor. You want to squeeze those glutes, okay? Next up, we're going to do front shoulder raises. Just going to have a little drink here. I'm going to put revitalize in my water. I can drink a liter of water so fast because it's so yummy. 8 per side. 7, 6, excuse me, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Using that core. 8, the heavier you start to lift. 7, 6, the more you gotta use your core. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Okay. Before we go on, I'm going to throw in another set of push-ups. Okay, so with your push-ups, again, you can use a wall if you're new. You can use a chair or table. You can do them from your knees, or you can do the full-on push-ups. What I would recommend is doing, if you can, as many full ones and then dropping down. Work your way up, okay? When I started, I could only do a couple. Now I can do, I'm up to being able to do 30 in a row. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Where I'm really noticing the benefit of my upper body strength is with my poles on the trail. If you don't believe how much poles can take off your legs, go on a treadmill, set it to an incline, climb leaning on the treadmill or climb without it. Man, it makes a difference. Like, I found myself leaning on my treadmill as I got up to 35% today. Once I'm up over 20% incline, what I try to do is I try to lean on it in a way that it's comparable 2, 3 to my poles. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Next up, we got our flies. 10 of these. Oh, hip cramp. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to do our shoulder raises. So as the incline gets up high, I find myself, because I was slipping off, I think my treadmill might need to get oiled because the belt was slipping. Anyways, I realized that that's what we do with our poles, right? And so if I can use the sides of the treadmill, how I would use my poles, I'm allowed to use them because that's what I'll be doing anyways, right? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, that's up at the higher elevations, 3, or inclines, 2, 1, like 25 and up percent, 2, 3, 4, 5, bear into that core, 6, 7, and 8. Whew. All right, one more round like that. Let's add our push-ups in. Okay, 10 push-ups. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Okay, so that's 30 for me plus 40, so I'm up to 70. 30 more to go for the day. Anyway, I'm noticing the difference when I can use my upper body strength. It takes a lot of pressure off the legs. Okay, last 10 of these. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, my gosh. 2 and 1. Boy, did I feel those. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, I'm feeling those in my shoulders today, I think, with these and the push-ups. Did I tell you guys about Cocodona Week? So I announced it today on my stories. I'm going to start rolling it out over the next week or so. Cocodona Week is my invitation to you to join me and raise your bar while I'm out there on the course. So I start May 6th. Like I said, I have until May 11th at 10 a.m. That'll be Pacific time, I believe. I could finish Friday night. I could finish Friday at 3 a.m. I could finish, I don't know, I could finish Friday afternoon. I highly doubt that. But anyway, so my challenge to you is, will you raise your bar and do a little bit extra each day that week for Cocodona Week? So what will you do over and above what you normally do while I'm out there on course? So you have the duration of my race to raise your bar. 4, 5, 6, 7, and do a little bit more than you normally do. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to work on setting up a Facebook group for it, and we'll have a little community of Cocodona Week where you can also track me so you can see how much time you have left, or think you have left, right? Each day you can follow the race. You can follow, there will be some amazing stories that come out of this race. No doubt, the front of the field is positively stacked. We're gonna do another 10 push-ups here with incredible, elite, talented runners. So there should be a good race going on between the men. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. We are going to finish with a core set. So I'll put these away over here. First of all, we're going to do our plank set, which is the move of the month, the challenge of the month. It's plank month. So let's work our way through that to start. We're going to add a couple things to it. All right, so we're going to start with spider planks. This is for those of you doing the challenge. If you want to join the challenge, join the Daily Move Community Facebook group. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's exercise 1. We're going to go into knee dips. These might be out of order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, we're going to do plank punches. We're alternating between high and low plank here. This is what I'm doing as our sequence. With plank punches, you want to avoid rocking your body back and forth side to side. If you struggle to do that, widen your feet like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 more, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Take breaks as you need to do what you can. I know some of these are a little bit more advanced. Okay, we're going into plank marches now. So we're going to go into plank and we're going to march our feet just an inch or two off the ground. Again, these, if you need to take a rest, take rest, or also you could just go into holding plank would be another alternative. Okay, 8, 1, 2, 3, squeeze the glute, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. All right, we're going to add 10 side plank lifts per side. So if you're new, you can simply hold side plank like this, or you can pulse up for 10. You want to use the bottom. If you're ready for this, you can do these on your 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and now we're going to do the other side. You can also, if you're really feeling strong today, you can add a dumbbell, and next time we'll do that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I'm going to grab a ball and I'm going to do the rockers on the ball. You can do these on the floor. If you have a ball, it's going to make it a little bit harder. We're going to do our plank rockers. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. More push-ups. How are you guys enjoying these push-ups in all the workouts lately? Okay, 10. Let's go from your knees or full ones. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to get a jump up on our other core from last week. We're going to do our hip dips. Okay, these are from the glute set. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to finish off with, guess what? Because I'm at 90 push-ups. We do last 10. Our last 10 set of push-ups. My shoulder kind of gave out there on those. I'm not sure what just happened, but whew. Okay, last 10 push-ups, and then we're done. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, one tip I want to give you for your push-ups is change up the positioning of your hands. So sometimes I widen them, sometimes I bring them in, sometimes I push them out like this, just so you're always kind of working a little bit differently, not fatiguing the muscles the exact same way. Awesome job, giving you a virtual high five. See you guys tomorrow. Have an awesome day.